Taurus, Taurus, Taurus. Welcome back to my channel. Now this spread that I did for you guys has way more pulls than the other signs that I did. So that's why I pulled first and started filming after. Okay, just because I don't want this video to be too lengthy. Right before I get into this reading, I just want to go over the messages that came through when I was just meditating on you guys' energy. I don't know if you guys are dealing with an air sign, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, but this person has been showing up and they did come out in the spread. So I don't know if you've already met this person or if this person is coming, but there could be an air sign coming towards you guys. And there was a lot of swords energy around you. This one also came out when I was meditating, the Nine of Swords. Not sure if you guys recently went through a heartbreak or went through a separation, but that was coming up. The Nine of Swords, Eight of Swords, the Three of Swords, like I don't know what you guys are going through mentally. This could be just in general, or this could be within love. Some of you guys may have just went through a breakup. Some of you guys just may be stressing out right now, but it is coming up. It's a lot of mental anxiety, mental stress. It's just time for you guys to relax, okay? I think that's what you guys need. For this reading, it is your next major relationship. So if this does not resonate for you, or if a majority of it doesn't, but some of it does, take what resonates. Don't try to make this energy fit. This is going to be for Taurus Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. If this reading just does not make sense at all, or maybe if it doesn't manifest, then the energies and the messages weren't for you. But I feel like for some of you, you've already met this person, or they're really close to coming. Because the fact that I was meditating and this person already came up, like their energy, I didn't know if you guys were dealing with an air sign, but I was like, hey, this person keeps coming up. So I don't know, maybe you've already met this person and you just don't know where it's going, but they're coming up. So anyway, without further ado, let's get into it. Let me explain the energies that came up, and yeah, hopefully this makes sense for some of you. So Taurus, number one, what is your next future relationship partner going to be like? Like I said, it could be an air sign, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. This person may come off very cold, aloof, maybe like they don't really care. This person may also be working in like the police field, judge, something like that. But I just feel like this person is just very upfront and blunt. They like to communicate, but they may not show their feelings, which might leave you confused, or this is how they're going to act. But I feel like they do have a sense of direction. They're just waiting for the right time of things. You also got the Two of Wands. So to me, this could either be they know what they want from a relationship. They're just waiting to meet that right person, or they have a lack of direction. They could also be indecisive, which makes me think that maybe it is a Libra. But I just feel like either this person really knows what they want, and that's why they're just coming across like the King of Swords, just very blunt. Maybe their standards are very high. Maybe they know what they want, so they're not going to settle for anything less. This doesn't have to be a man either. This can be a woman coming off very masculine. But I think this person, Taurus, they're just gonna tell you how they feel. They're gonna tell it how it is. They know what they want. They have to make a choice, right? If you're waiting for this person to make a decision regarding the relationship, I think they're just waiting for something. But I do feel like this person, they know what they want. And they may have two choices as well, Taurus. So if it isn't a committed relationship just yet and you guys are just talking to each other, it could be that there is another person involved and they're trying to make a decision rationally and not based on their feelings. So be careful of that. But I feel like this person, they just know what they want, and before they make a choice, whether just in life in general or in regards to love, they just weigh their options out before making that choice. Okay, how will you two meet? So it's funny, Taurus, you could meet through a female air sign, another Aquarius, Libra, or Gemini, another Aquarius. I keep calling Aquariuses. You might meet them through another female, possibly a friend. This could be a male as well, just coming off very feminine. It may also be a Sagittarius. Maybe it's a mutual friend, something like that. But with this Temperance card here, when I was sitting here and just looking and trying to absorb all the messages, with Temperance here, I feel like when you guys meet, there's going to be some kind of spiritual, like it could be there's a synchronicity or something is just, you're going to know that you're going to meet them soon because there's going to be a sign from your angels, right? Temperance is an angel card. So it could be angel numbers. You're going to see maybe 111, and then maybe you bump into this person. Or, you know, you see a feather, maybe you see a pink feather, and then boom, you meet this person maybe the week later. So I feel like there's going to be a spiritual aspect to this meeting, right? There could be some kind of conversation. The fact that the Queen of Swords is here, maybe, and I don't know if you guys have an ex that's stalking you online, but that was another card that came up in just the general energies while I was meditating, the Page of Swords. So I don't know if social media could play a part in how you guys meet, but this could be some kind of communication thing with the Queen of Swords. So definitely pay attention online. Maybe you get a message online randomly, but I think there's going to be a synchronicity here that's going to set it off, and that's how you're going to know. Your first impression of this person. I think that this relationship, there's going to be like a spiritual connection here. If it's not a physical connection, like you're going to feel something. You're going to know this person is your soulmate. I think your first impression of them, you got the Ace of Cups here. So they may come off, and it's weird because they came up as the King of Swords. They may be pouring their emotions out. They may be extending a lot of offers to you. With the Ace of Cups here, it's an overpouring of emotion. So right off the bat, even though they're coming off as this King of Swords and very reserved, I feel like even though they're not physically showing you, they're going to tell you how they feel, and they're going to have a lot of emotions. They're going to have a lot of love, and they're just going to be very expressive with the way that they talk, right? So even though they may not show it physically, they're going to tell you. Okay, I think they're going to have a lot of love for you. And they're just going to be very open, even though they come off as closed. Does that make sense? I feel like the way that your first impression of them is just a little bit different from how they act and what they're like. So even though they're coming off very closed, I feel like they just might pour their heart out to you, and it's going to catch you off guard for some reason. And then with the Moon card here is the first impression. I feel like there's something this person either isn't telling you, or that's the vibe that you're getting. And maybe it's because it's just two different energies here that they're showing. On one level, they're just, you wouldn't expect them to have feelings for you because they don't express it physically. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just have to go with what they're telling you. But then at the same time, like the way that they're talking to you and expressing themselves, it's almost like your words are not matching up with your actions, right? But your first impression, I feel like you're going to be like, wow, this person is really just full of emotion and pouring their heart out, but why aren't their actions matching? So I feel like there is going to be something, maybe a secret comes out, or maybe you feel like they're not telling you everything, especially with the Moon being about deception. Not even deception, but like what lies beneath, keeping things hidden. I feel like there is something here, like your first impression, I don't think you're going to completely trust them 100%. And I think it's just because the way that they act. Before I get too deep into this, so the signs that are coming up here. So we got the air sign, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, Sagittarius, Pisces, Capricorn, Aquarius, Yeah, so maybe that's the sign that's coming up for you, Taurus. Let's go and talk about how they're going to affect you. Taurus, this is some really heavy energy. You got the Tower and you got the Devil. So this is how they're going to affect you. This next relationship that you're going to be in is going to affect you deeply. I think they're coming and they're shaking up some aspect of yourself that you know that you have to change, but maybe you've just been reluctant to change. And change isn't a bad thing. I think that this person is going to come out of the blue. They're going to come out of nowhere and it's just going to shake your life up. Could be positively, could be negatively. But I think there is a karmic lesson here that you have to deal with and integrate into your life. It's time to stop repeating patterns, Taurus, okay? I think there is a deeply embedded, maybe it's a karmic lesson that you are just not, you're not learning, okay? There is something that you are either chained to or it's like a vice for you. Maybe you just keep going after the same kind of individual. And I want to mention something about the sex. Be careful about the sex, especially with the Devil. The sex might be very addicting, and maybe that's what gets you at first. But I think with the Tower here, they're going to shake your life up. You're not going to be expecting this relationship, Taurus. I think that this person is going to come out of the blue. You're going to feel that pull. You're going to feel that spiritual connection. I feel like there's something that you're either not going to understand about the relationship or the person based on their words and their actions. But for some reason, you just can't get away from them. Like, it's almost like you're tied down to maybe either this specific person or maybe you are this. Maybe some of you guys could be dealing with an ex again, somebody that just keeps coming back for more. But with the Tower here is how they're going to affect you. Expect for them to shake some kind of foundation when it comes to your relationships, maybe your standards, maybe the things that you accept, your boundaries, something like that. It's going to shake something up very deeply, and this is going to change you for the better. I think this is, I keep hearing a catalyst moment. I don't know if that makes sense, but I think that you're almost at the peak of something. There's a lesson here that you keep repeating, and with this Tower moment here, I think that this is going to be the relationship that finally breaks the camel's back, so to speak. Like, this is going to be the one. If you're stuck in this karmic loop, in this same cycle, this same toxic cycle, this is going to be the relationship that breaks it. What kind of relationship will it be? Now, starting off with the Star card here, this is going to be a spiritual relationship. I think it is meant to be. You have a lot of spiritual cards here. Maybe you wished for a relationship and now you're going to get it with the Star being a wish fulfillment card. And I feel like all the choices and all the decisions that you make within this relationship, they're going to be permanent. And it's almost like there's no turning back. There's a very serious energy about this relationship. I feel like you're going to learn a lot. Especially with the Page of Wands here. The page is, he's starting from the bottom of his journey. He doesn't really have a lot of experience. And I think with this relationship, it's going to be a learning experience for you. You're going to learn a lot of things about yourself, possibly about your spirituality. It could be some kind of spiritual journey that you have to go on and you have to figure out, you know, what you're doing when it comes to love, what things that you need to fix for yourself. And with Judgment here, like I said, it could be somebody coming back from your past, or maybe a relationship, or maybe like a lesson that you keep going through because you're not learning it the first, second, third, 10th time around. But there's something here that you have to, it's like a judgment day again. There's something that you have to learn, Taurus. Maybe it is communication with the Page of Wands, since that can be a card that represents communicating face-to-face, quick communication. So maybe you have to learn how to communicate better. But it's going to keep coming back until you learn it. And that's what this relationship is about. There's something that you have to learn, Taurus. Okay. Now, number 6, obstacles. So an obstacle within this relationship, only one card came out, and it was the 3 of Cups. So Taurus, some of you guys may have an obstacle within this relationship when it comes to partying, maybe friends. Maybe there's a lot of people just around, you know. Maybe this person has a drinking problem or a partying problem. Maybe they don't stay out of the mix. And I feel like if you want somebody that's grown and maybe out of that partying scene, I don't know if that person will be this person. Maybe they like to drink, maybe they like to have a good time, smoke, just be around a lot of people all the time. An obstacle could also be maybe one of your friends or one of their friends. Maybe someone's somehow interfering. And with the 3 of Cups, it could also be a third-party situation. So there could be somebody else from outside of you two that is somehow making it difficult for you and this person to be together. Okay? Now, I don't want to say maybe an ex, but, you know, what comes with partying and drinking and stuff like that. For the women, you know, when men get around their friends and they're drinking, women are going to be around, and vice versa. Okay? So I think an obstacle, it's going to be some kind of friendship thing. It's going to be something related to partying and celebrating and just being out. Now, the outcome of the relationship, Taurus, this just shocked me. So the outcome of this relationship is the 8 of Cups. So for some of you, yeah, you might just be walking away from this person. They may not be making you happy or giving you what it is that you want. And it's funny that the Ace of Cups is here, because this person with the 8 of Cups, they're missing that 9th cup, so they walk away to go find it. I think that this person, even though they're here to teach you an important lesson and maybe you really want to be with them with the Devil card, I feel like there's going to be something about this person that you're just not fulfilled with. Probably emotionally, or maybe it's sexually, maybe it's physically. Maybe there's something about them that they're not able to give you. So somebody's going to walk away. But with that being said, maybe if this is somebody from your past, it could be them coming back. All right. But with the 8 of Cups here as the outcome, I think that you're going to end up walking away from this person. You're either not going to be happy. And with the Light card here, I feel like there could be something that comes out. Okay, something is illuminated, something is brought to light, and it's not what you're looking for, Taurus. It's not what you're looking for. That cup that'll make you happy, it's just not coming from this person. How will this relationship ultimately affect you? Taurus, you got the 9 of Swords, so it's mostly mentally. It's going to take a toll on you mentally. It's probably going to pain you, okay? You know, but at the end of the day, I think it's going to usher in some very good energy. With the Fool here is what you're going to learn. I feel like you may also feel trapped in a way. You may feel mentally trapped, especially with this Devil energy here. The Devil is also linked to the 8 of Swords, being trapped and being mentally trapped specifically, not being able to get out of your head, not being able to let go of certain thoughts, certain beliefs, stuff like that. And it also could be that maybe you shake these belief systems that you have believed for so long in regards to love. You know, maybe that's what this Devil energy is. Maybe you have this unhealthy connection with maybe boundaries or something regarding love. There's something that you are just attached to. Maybe it's not a person, maybe it's not sex, maybe it's something that you have picked up from your childhood. But it's unhealthy and it's just not helping you. And that could be what this person is here to show you. Ultimately, whatever it is, you're not going to stand up for it anymore. I think you're done having this energy. You don't want to be stressed. You don't want to lose sleep over the fact that, you know, maybe your love life isn't going the way you want it. Maybe this energy here, the Tower and the Devil, maybe it's just too stressful for you. This relationship may be very stressful and may stress you out to the point where you're just like, I can't deal with this anymore. Like, it's affecting me negatively. But once you wake up and you get out of this energy of the Nine of Swords, of just being so trapped in your mind that you feel like you can't escape, there's something beautiful that you're going to learn. I think you're going to finally learn to be free, because with this Nine of Swords, this person is not free. They're trapped. And that is what you're going to learn with this Fool card here. Question number 9, what will you learn? The Fool. The Fool is just, it's number 0. So this is the beginning of the journey. This person has no experience, and they're going to walk off the cliff. You know, that's how free this person is. I think that's what you're going to be learning with this love. There's something about you and something about the way that you have been brought up. There's something about love and relationships that makes you feel trapped. I hope this makes sense. But I think that this relationship is going to teach you to let go, go with the flow. Maybe instead of looking for a commitment, because the Fool does speak about no strings attached, maybe instead of trying to find something serious, maybe it's just time to have fun when it comes to love. But I think it's about breaking some kind of cycle. It's breaking something. You have to break free of something when it comes to love, Taurus. There is something that you are chained to, and every relationship or every person you meet, it's the same cycle over and over again, and I think it's getting to you. And the only way is to let go. And that's what you're going to learn. You're going to learn to let go and to have fun. And I think it's going to happen because you got victory and success, which is the 6 of Wands in the traditional tarot deck. So you're going to be winning. Okay? There's going to be a victory here. So even though maybe this relationship was going well, blah, 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 somebody ends up leaving, I think even though the relationship doesn't last, you're going to be like, well, I learned my lesson. You know, I'm finally free. I have set myself free, because it could be also yourself putting these chains on you. This doesn't have to be another person controlling you. This could be yourself controlling you and the way that you think about things, the way you process things mentally. I think you're going to finally free yourself, and beautiful energy. I also feel like with this light card, illumination, you're going to learn a lot about yourself just by experiencing this relationship. Does that make sense? Yeah, because with the Fool here, you're going to learn something new. You're definitely going to be learning something new, and I feel like it's about yourself. This is a self journey. You're starting over again. I think you're going to end up learning whatever lesson it is that you have to learn, that you keep repeating. You're finally going to learn that lesson, and you're going to move forward. I'm going to go ahead and read 19. I'm going to read this light card. This card reassures you that this is your time to be in the light. No matter what's happening around you, prosperity and bliss are promised. The qualities of this brilliant card are pleasure, happiness, contentment, growth, success, joy, and illumination. The light always brings forth new birth, a constant renewal of life. This is one of the best, if not the most positive cards in the deck, and it's yours. This is now your moment to shine. The radiance from within will be there for all to see. As people become attracted to the rays of your spiritual light, and by being compassionate, generous, inspiring, and a leader, many will benefit as they feel the warmth emanating from you. Be discerning, but also be open to whatever or whomever you're attracting, for your rays reach far and wide. The light card reminds you that because of its power, nothing remains in the dark. Through its illumination, truths and certain paths before you begin to emerge and can be surely seen. Using the energy of positive thoughts and continually thinking about the happiest and the most joyful of memories will light the path before you even more brightly and attract exactly what you're emanating. Keep on shining. So Taurus, make sure that you are always having a positive thought process, okay? Because what you put out is what you attract. So if you are putting out this negative energy and you're just constantly in a negative thought process, that's what you're going to attract. And maybe that's what you have been attracting in the past. Okay? If you're attracting negative situations and negative people, it's probably because you're thinking negatively. It could be that you also need to focus more on self-love, and instead of focusing on a relationship, it's time to focus on yourself. But there is going to be some kind of truth coming out with this light card, and I feel like with the moon here as well. There is something hidden. If you feel like something is not being told to you, then you're probably picking up on something. But I think that this next major relationship is something that is going to teach you a lot about yourself and about the way you view relationships. And in the end, you're going to learn how to free yourself from this Nine of Swords and from this Devil energy. So even though things maybe don't look great, and maybe this reading isn't what you wanted to hear, especially with the fact that it's not going to last, maybe you might end up walking away, just know that because you walk away, you're going to be free. You will be freed of this karmic cycle that you just keep getting looped into. So I just want to thank you, Taurus, for coming and viewing your reading. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you have not already. If this resonated for you or if this made sense, hit that like button, okay? And I will see you guys in the next video.